I'm here at the Tahoma National Cemetery. I'll be explaining what this place is and how many people are here. And it is to honor those that served in our country and died for their service. This is just one of the columbariums. There are 5 of them. Here you will see hundreds of names just in this spot. Overall, there are thousands that have been honored for the service they gave to our country. It's incredible to walk down these hallways and see how many there are and how many names there are. And of course, every day people leave flowers. It's unbelievable how many plaques there are here for the people that have fallen, people that came from this area. Yeah, people from the Korean War, World War II, Vietnam War, everywhere in between, every skirmish. And people still remember. And unfortunately, there are many places that are still blank and will be filled one day. The sacrifice that people make. All of those rows are blank, and many more still waiting to be filled in. If you've ever served, you'll know that that's really the hardest thing. There's people that lose, people they get so close to when they're in there. I was not in any conflicts personally, but I knew a lot of people that were, people that had lost a lot of people when I served in my 4 years in the Air Force. But a lot of Vietnam veterans since I went in. Only 4 years after the conflict was over. When we get back here, it starts again. Many, many more. And this isn't the only one. There are other areas set up just like this one. That tells you the number of people that sacrificed. I'm here in the Tahoma National Cemetery. It's where they bury service members that have died over the years in all the wars or have made it out of the wars, but they also get to get buried in one of these cemeteries as a privilege for the time that they've served. The place I'm standing in now is where they hold the services for veterans that have passed on or people that have died during active duty. It's a very large place. It's unbelievable to me how big it is. It's much larger than any typical cemetery I've ever seen. And there apparently are lots of places left for people in coming foreign conflicts. I served 4 years in the Air Force. I knew a lot of people that had served in Vietnam since I went in 4 years after the war was over. I met people that were prisoners of war while I was in. Fortunately, being in the Air Force, we're a support group, so I didn't see any active military combat myself. But I have a lot of sympathy for the people that have and suffered because of it, and their family members as well. So we'll continue to go through the cemetery and see some of the things about it that I didn't even know. As you can see down there, there are many, many, many markers, tombstones. You could probably hear off in the distance they have some music in honor of the men that have passed. I thought driving up to this that this was all just grass, but as I came by it, I saw that there are many, many, many marked graves that just don't have tombstones like the ones that you see over there. They apply the flag at half-mast here, which of course is what you do when people have passed away. They have markers for each branch of the service. That one was the Army. We have the Marine Corps. We have the Navy. And then over here, we have the Air Force. And the Coast Guard. They have lights to shine up on the flag at night. And they put this plaque here in honor of those who served. It's a folded flag, like the sort that they put on caskets. They put this here, called "The Day Is Done," Taps an American Tradition. And it talks about the history of taps and why they do it. It's essentially just something that honors those who have passed, especially during any specific day, that a battle where you had a lot of men or some men that have passed away because of their sacrifice. Apparently it was started back in July of 1862, according to this. They also have a container full of flower vases, so that when you bring flowers, you can put them in there and then put them into the ground to honor the people you've come here to see. And this is the tower where that music comes from every day that honors the fallen. You recall that I stopped earlier at one of these sites. They call them columbarium. Remember how large the other one was? Well, this is the 5th one. So you can imagine how many there are, how many plaques there are to the fallen. Thanks for joining me today. I felt it was important to honor those who served, and I hope that you got something out of it, just like I did. And I will see you next time on Adventures of Big A.